Alright, welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We are taking on player here. I don't know what that says, but yeah, we're gonna jump right into this. We had to bring Balder for this one. I think this is the right pick. This defense is boxed in. Like, he really doesn't want me to get in there. So the other options were to try to tank this, but Camilla has Hardy Bearing, and I don't really have anything that can survive that. And then, I mean, probably we could try to tank Lynn instead. That would have been an option, but I don't know. Yeah, I feel like this was the right play. It was either this or try to go in with some type of melee Gale Force strategy. We'd probably try to Gale Force off Camilla, but then getting in and out would have been difficult, and then low-key would have shut down some of my options in terms of trying to make it work. So I don't know. It was a difficult one to try to come up with the correct strategy for, but I feel like this is the right play with Boulder here. So yeah, we're just gonna go in, see how it works. Hopefully we get lucky. Hopefully, well, not lucky, but hopefully I can figure it out. A lot of plus 10s here on all the most threatening units in the meta currently. We're just going to try to get through them. Marth being the dual unit is going to be the biggest concern, since I don't know if I have enough actions to get all of this to work. But we're going to try. It's either that or we're going to get stuck at some point. But yeah, we're going to snipe with Boulder. We're going to take out Ather, which she can do consistently. Like, man, this Boulder, again, I keep saying it, man, she's fantastic. It makes me also concerned that she's probably going to fall off quickly or get countered quickly. I don't know, one of those two things might either she'll fall off quickly or she'll just be dominant until December. One of those two things might happen. Because of the way how she works, being able to swap styles, it may be too problematic for IS to want to keep around. So I don't know what they're going to do about it, but I'm just going to enjoy using her until they eventually nerf her. But yeah, that's the strategy. We're going to go up here with Boulder, figure it out, then get out. Hopefully on turn 1. Hopefully we'll have enough space to figure out turn 2. Or really, I gotta pick off the far save, I gotta pick off Camilla, and I gotta also pick off Lynn. And then all of that while avoiding Edelgard, who has the Celica ring. So basically, they can get to me, but I can't get to them. This is a really well thought out wall defense, or boxed in defense. Normally, before the what's the word? Introduction of the Celica ring, this would have been a terrible setup because your team would have had no way to get out, and all I would need is to just bring my strongest range nuke and just pick off Ather, and then next turn I just snipe whoever I want to snipe in, hit and run, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything, or even just tank Ather, since she was the only one who would have been the only one who would have been able to reach. But that's no longer the meta that we're in. Everyone can get out now of being within a box. As you can see here, all we have to do is swap styles, so we're green now. I wish they had something that showed you that you use the style effect, because it's not quite clear how I'm winning this matchup. Like, if someone were watching this replay, they wouldn't really know how Boulder was able to win that. I wish they showed like a color change somewhere, or just something that showed a button being switched on. I don't know how they would do it, but it seems like I'm cheating basically by using a blue unit to tank a green unit that hits Brave. It's kind of crazy. But I'm kind of stuck here. I was hoping for Canto 2, but it looks like we only get 1 there. I really should count those out a little bit more before I go in, but I do have the dance from Plumeria here that will hopefully save me. And then, I don't know, we gotta get out of Edelgard's range. We also need to take out Lynn this turn. I'm trying to figure out the best way to utilize Golvig to make all of this work, because Golvig is where all the action economy is on this team, and then the rest are just dancers. So I don't know. Let's see how this goes. Man, this one's actually super annoying. I think I have it kind of mapped out in my head, but it's cutting it close. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut it real close. Don't know if I'll have the action. I want to get Golveg to where Camilla is, and then from there.
Careful not to burn.
Not what I say, Camilla. I want to get Golveg to where Boulder is, but I also kind of move Boulder. I'm trying to figure out if it's better for me to attack with Boulder or to just. If I attack with Boulder, what am I saying? If I attack with Boulder, if I attack Camilla with Boulder, then it opens up a space, but I don't want Golvig to get stuck. That's my concern. So I can send Golvig into the box, but once she's in there, I don't have a plan for how she's going to get out. So I think I should probably break one of these structures to allow her room to get out of, and I think the Bright Shrine is probably the best one to break. So we're going to do that. And then, I don't know, we should be able to warp below Camilla and take out Camilla from there, I think. I think that's going to be the play. Yeah. But then also I could just take Camilla with Baldur. I don't know. I think I'm going to break this. I think that's the right option. Yeah. And then I want to be able to dance Shez. Let's go over here, actually. Yeah, I want to be able to dance Shez in case I need to, but I don't know if I will, but let's do this. And then... Well, that's not great. I actually really needed to be able to warp to below Camilla, because what I was thinking as well is that worst case scenario, I could just back up and wait one turn, but that doesn't look... I think I have to commit now. Alright, so going into the box... Okay, so going into the box, we have to take out Camilla. If we don't take out Camilla, we lose. So we're gonna do this. Yeah. And then take Camilla. And then we're gonna leave Shez there, which means we have to take Edelgard. And then I think we're gonna have to... Yeah, we're gonna do this. I think I have an idea. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully it works out. Yeah, I didn't think we'd be able to take Marth. That's never been a... Yeah, we've never been able to take Marth with Golvig. Golvig is still, like, carrying, like, so hard. I just need one more unit on this team that can, like, have multiple actions. And, which is why I have, Lucina in the back, but in the summoning circle. Maybe I should have waited. Yeah, I think I might have needed one more action, like I was saying here. I have an idea. We could warp below Shez, but we need to get rid of Edelgard. Yeah, we could warp below Shez and let Shez tank Loki, if possible. But we need to... Well, we need to... Okay, let me flip some switches here. Just so that we have potentially a chance. So I came up with the idea. So we're gonna take out Edelgard, then we're gonna break the structure here, and then dual button, and then warp below Shez, and then we're gonna believe in Shez to. Misclick. Yeah. Well, that ruins everything. Alright, we're gonna surrender. Because now I can't do a button. GG's. Okay. Alright, so here's Tacho. We're gonna... Wow. Okay, it's just my lucky day. Okay, so we're gonna play Tacho here. We're gonna go with Boulder, of course, because is there? I don't think I had another option for this one, to be honest. Because of the positioning of Loki, which is really where I would try to tank from if I were to, tank this particular defense. I'd probably try to do it with attuned Erica, but Loki. No, actually, there aren't enough status effects on Erica for Loki to remove her stuff. But the problem is that Boulder would come across, I believe, and rally and then try to attack. I'm not sure if she could reach though, but where I'd probably try to tank from if I were to use Erica would be where Shez is, break the structure, have Erica try to tank with support. But I think Boulder would come down and reach her. Although, actually, Erica would still win the speed check because of the support that I have with Sedith, of course. There's no better support. So that would have been the play. The problem is... the problem is Black Knight and reflect damage. So, yeah, that would not work, actually. I just remembered. Because it's not a one-shot. She wins the speed check, but she will take a hit, Erica. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked. The damage reflected would have been too much for her to survive. So we're going to go with Boulder. I don't have any other teams that would have been able to handle this. Maybe Camilla, 4 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe she would have gotten through Hector. Maybe. I don't know. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with this team. Actually, getting her up... No, I could get her up there with Shez. But I just don't think she would have won. Well, it would have been a fight against Rhea because Rhea is the near save. So yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Hardy bearing Rhea. So yeah, we're going to go with Boulder here. That's the best option available. That's what I have. That's what I brought. The match has already started. So I do have a way up. My only concern is...
Good morning.
Are we going to be able to take out Black Knight without the support of Plumeria? Not quite sure. I don't think we will. Reason being is that I don't have enough space right now to get Plumeria over there without also suffering the consequences of Loki.
So be it.
Yeah, that's about what I thought. Freyr means no debuffs, so he's not suffering any starter turn penalties or anything like that. And I can't really do anything like a dance without moving Golveg, but Golveg is the secondary initiator, and she would need the space to then warp up there and attack Freyr or Golveg, depending on whichever I choose. I think, ultimately, just my overview of going through this, if I had attacked with Boulder, the retreat would not have been successful because the range that the enemy team covers would have been too far for me to run away from. So we're going to wait until turn 3. We're going to get some extra actions in with Lucina, and then we're going to go in. I think that should be just about enough to be able to clear this. It's really because of the structures that are in place here. Note carefully that I didn't break any of the additional structures because Rhea would have been able to warp down and that would have activated the defense, so I didn't break that structure on purpose. So now we're going to try this. We need to get both Boulder and Golveg into a position where they can attack. And also, I want to avoid those traps because I don't have Disarm Trap available. So I gotta play around that and then inflict the debuffs, which I have. So this is good. I mean, we're not getting the kill because of Miracle, but this is good enough. So what I'm gonna do is, I think I might take this actually. Okay, and also because Erica warped in, it's easier, or spawned in, it's easier for Golveg to get in and potentially get a kill now.
Adjust test.
Yeah, I think we're gonna take this. I just gotta figure out what to do afterwards. I think we take this and then dance.
We'll see it through.
How much cancel will I have? I think I only have cancel 1, no? Something like this, maybe. Trap. Is that trap real? That trap being real could ruin everything. I don't know if that trap's real or not. And that's really why I'm stalling right now. That's really why I'm stalling right now. I don't have anyone that can clear the trap. Shez also doesn't have disarm trap, which... they did that on purpose, of course, but it would have been really good if he had it. Really handy in situations like this. I think we're going to take the hit on Black Knight because 1, it removes his Brave effect because it's the Erica ring, it's only once per turn. And 2, it gets him low enough for someone to potentially try to follow up. So I think it's worth taking. And also it should remove the stone terrain as well. And I'll put down my haze. So a lot of benefits there. It's just the follow-up. I don't know what the follow-up is going to be because I need to get both Golveg and Lucina up there to be able to attack and get going. So this is the first part of the play. And then I gotta figure out what the next steps are gonna be. I think after this is a dance. And yeah, I think after this is a dance. And I don't know what I'll do with Boulder after that. I think she might just sit for a little bit and wait to see where she's needed. Or if she's... Well, I think she's gonna be needed. It's just...
Nerve-wracking.
Should I leave Plumeria here, or do I let Plumeria be the one to step on the trap? So many questions, so few answers. I don't want to also block any potential spots that I could attack from as well. Maybe here is good. I think this might be the best bet because it gives me the 3 rows or columns or whatever. And this is essentially the range that I'll be in.
Where to now?
Ah! Bulwark! Oh, Hector.
What's wrong?
That kind of ruined things.
Where to now?
Actually needed that spot. Remember I had said that Boulder being a flyer is fantastic? Yeah, this is, again, because she could have gone under that tree tile. But this is not great. How do I get out of this? I think I might have to waste an action. Okay, Shez has the Micaiah ring. I just remembered. So it kind of saves her butts there. And also, you've seen this already this week, Shez is able to do this with help from Plumeria, of course, because he's now going to be able to win the defense check. So we're going to do this with Shez, I think, is the right play. Because what it means is that I should be able to get someone further up. Either, well, no, not Lucina, because that's a tree tile. I can either get up Golvik. Well, Golvik can already get up there, so it's probably not that much of a benefit. I think I want to do this with Shez, though, and keep Boulder's action for later.
I will try.
I think that's the best play.
This is challenging.
Oh. Okay, and I think I got a play for getting Lucina up there as well. I think I have an idea. Because, Ruin is going to be able to warp. Warp reposition. And then all will come down to is whether or not that trap is real. That trap is still a problem. But I think we have the way in here, and I'm going to go for it. And then after that, okay, so we have the way in, but I don't have much else after that.
Too bad for you.
Yeah, here we go. The Desperation. Hardy Bearing did not kick in because he doesn't win the defense check because debuffs. We're going to pick the Dancer here, Peony, because we might need the dance in the event that that trap is real. I just got to find well, Lucina will break the structure here finally. We're going to use the extra action from the summoning circle or the surprise circle, and then use that to break the structure, and then reposition, and then we'll be able to get in a bit closer to do something, potentially with that trap. So,
All right.
oh, okay. All right, we're going to take Rhea. This is, we got to do this to get the dual buttons active. So we're going to take this. Luckily, the trap was fake, but I think we would have still done it. I would have still done it anyways with the dance from Peony. This gives me way more action economy. So this is the best play. And then now it is, who do I leave alive? That becomes the question. Bulwark still being a pain. Should I step on the other trap? Which one do you think would be real? Well, I don't want Boulder to get hit with gravity, and Peony can warp, so this one is probably the best option. And I can hit my dual button. Okay, it's fake. Worst case scenario. Yo, he set his traps really well here. The one I was really hoping the one in front of Erica was the fake one, because that's the spot where I have to initiate on Loki. I should have actually just went there instead, since I had the dual button.
Adjust
But
task.
yeah, decisions have already been made, so we're just gonna keep going. So yeah, I still have the dance from Peony. Wings of Mercy is active since there's no more barricade. It's just now, again, who do I leave for last? We can take out Freyr.
Where to now?
If we take out Freyr, we get that spot. We can attack Micaiah. Golvig will not be able to take out Boulder unless she's solo. She doesn't win the speed check. Who takes out Hector? Maybe we can leave Hector for last. But then Loki's kind of in a spot. Well, if I leave Boulder alive, who takes out Boulder? How do I get up there?
We mustn't get lost.
I think starting with this
You're all
is
right.
the obvious answer. And then,
Onward.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think I would like to leave Hector since he has the least mobility. But then... Okay, alright. Yo, the fact that Golvig survives that attack is crazy. Yo, that's crazy that Golvig survives that 99 from Micaiah. So yeah, we're gonna take Micaiah with Golvig at some point, I believe, and then because Micaiah has Canto control, and that could throw a wrench into her plans. I don't know what to do about that trap spot just yet.
Where to now?
I don't know. I say let's get Boulder involved here. Let's attack. Let's take Erica and then cancel one onto the trap. The trap is real, of course, but we have the dance with Peony. And then I can decide between Hector and Loki. And then from there, Golvig will have to do cleanup between... Ooh. I think it's looking like we're going to have to leave Boulder for last
So be
by the
it.
looks of action economy here and who we can actually take out. It's looking like Boulder is going to have to be the last unit. Micaiah has to go
Adjust task.
because she has that extra action, the refresh, the self-refresh. And
Yes.
Loki will be able to warp around Boulder, so yeah. And also she's kind of yeah, Loki has to go, I think,
Good morning.
and Hector has to go because of barricades. So yeah, I think it's been made. The decision's been made. We're gonna pop all of our dual skills and wrap this one up. It's actually been really challenging here.
So be
Thoroughly enjoyed this one from Tacho. This is really good.
it. Where to now?
I don't think we would have been able to win this without Boulder taking out Black Knight, of course. thankfully, thankfully we have an option, because without Boulder, we would I'd automatically have to surrender. There'd be no way to win this. So luckily we have units in the game, or at least 2 units in the game now. Well, actually, Nyx would have died there as well, so we have Boulder. We have a unit that can handle Black Knight, so we're gonna take as much advantage of her now as we can, because who knows when she's gonna fall off, like I was saying earlier. Although, to wrap up that thought, I do believe that her style effect, which I still think needs some type of representation to show the green and the blue, will keep her around a bit longer than most. And it kind of makes me like think back about like Halloween Naga or Nagi for whatever reason, because she just didn't have as much time in the sun as she should have had. Because I think it was Rhea kind of stole her shine, or was it Hector? One of the two. And kind of just wiped her off the map in terms of relevancy. So I hope that doesn't happen to Boulder. Hopefully she sticks around, because one of the things that happens to these ranged nukes quite often happened to Golvig, Brave Golvig, is that the firepower starts to not matter as we get stronger and stronger saves, which will eventually happen by Halloween. Typically we get some type of save armor around there. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen to Boulder, because I think she has a very unique design that should age well. The fact that we tank this 99 is just insane. Like, so much damage reduction. From where? Where are we getting that damage reduction from, aside from the swap from Lucina? Golfing doesn't really have any damage reduction, so the fact that we tank that is insane. But yeah, Boulder, longevity, definitely looking forward to that. Ectonir, I think probably will get some type of... People will start to figure out how to use him, and you'll start to see more of him on defense. So there is some concern there, because I wasn't seeing that great of a matchup from Boulder versus Jimbro, the armored version. She was actually struggling to take him out from what I was seeing. So eventually he might actually take that spot on defense from Black Knight. And that's going to be a meta shift in itself, or maybe Black Knight becomes a near save instead, and Boulder and Jimbro armored bro. I like that one. Armored bro will probably take over the far save role. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between those two. But this has been successfully cleared, thankfully, because of Boulder, and I think we're going to give her the last KO here, since she did pretty much all of the work. I guess Golvig should get a lot of credit for tanking that 99 as well. But if she hadn't, I probably would have gotten Boulder over there to do the job. But yeah, Tacho made a fantastic defense, and we were able to get the clear. No mistakes, or no crippling mistakes, because there was one mistake that we had to waste an action off Shez, which was unfortunate, but kind of worked out in the end, because it was just clearing his debuffs. Micaiah Ring, OP on Shez, very strong on Shez. And then I guess Lucina really saved the day, because I really needed those extra actions. But yeah, man, that wraps it up pretty much. It has been a fantastic match, and shout out to Tacho, man. Keep doing the thing. GG's. See you in the next one.